Hello everyone, I'm Randy Suarez, aka Supergirl, and today we're here back with another Aaron on Anime Reaction, and this time, his take on basically the Velma series, titled, How Bad Was Velma Actually? Now, my personal opinion, the stuff that I have seen, I've not watched an entire episode of Velma. I was thinking about it, but I saw some clips. I even compared it to the Mystery Incorporated. I only have one favorite episode of that, and that's literally when Daphne told off Fred. To top horror for that, it's pretty damn bad. So, I'm not going to hold this reaction up even further. Let's get started.
Today we're going to solve the mystery if Velma is really that bad. What your boy decided to do is sit down and watch every episode today. Oh, no. Look, the unanimous...
Again, I still have not watched a single episode. I'll be shocked if it gets revised for season 2. If it does that, I will watch it. I will suffer myself in the gods of hell to watch that weird series.
Consensus around the internet is Velma is terrible. Velma is the worst thing ever made. Even worse than Dragon Ball Evolution, Avatar The Last Airbender, the live-action movie, and literally everything Netflix has done to live-action anime. Damn. When you put it like that, this show, it sounds terrible. The show sounds like the worst thing that has ever been created. And if you've been around at any point in the last 20 years, there's a lot of things that have been terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks! Well, gang, I'm here to tell you, Velma ain't that bad.
Is this serious?
Now, hold on, before you get typing in the comment section and tell me how terrible it may be. Hear me out. But first, before I explain my opinion, let me explain the definition of a phrase. Stockholm Syndrome. Stockholm Syndrome is a coping mechanism to a captive or abusive situation. People begin to develop positive feelings toward their captors or abusers over time. This condition gets its name from a robbery in 1973 that happened in Stockholm, Sweden. Now you might be asking, Aaron, what does this have to do with Velma? Well, let me tell you, the reason this ties into Velma because the show isn't that bad.
That shit was ass.
It's actually worse than anything we could have ever imagined. I literally spent hours. It was so hard getting through these episodes. We got through episode 1, and I was like, damn, this show is really bad. And to progressively watch from episode 2 to 6 was, quite frankly, the hardest thing I ever had to do in my entire life. And now I know that may seem far-fetched. That may seem like a lot. Bro, this show is...
Like I said in the beginning of my intro, I have watched Mystery Incorporated enough time, not enough time because they clearly got a season 2 and that's when they end. My favorite episode of that entire series that sucked was literally when Daphne told off Fred and she was singing with the Hex Girls. One, I watched it because, Hex Girls, and I'm into this shit. And that show was weird. This is weirder times 3. That's a lot of ers, regardless. And here's a lot of people also because they made Velma Indian. No, that's not the case. It just sucked. It sucked. If it's... What? What's the point if you don't have her quirkiness? Velma is quirky, not woke. And to me personally, that term gets played out very easily. See, if they did it with subtle, then it would have worked. if they did it was subtle, but they didn't.
Bad.
They got your ass on camera.
Velma ain't that bad. So that was a fucking lie. I believe it's so bad, in fact, as you continue to watch the show, it begins to get slightly better and better each episode. And in fact, it's not getting better. We're starting to cope with how terrible it is. Like, our mind is literally saying,
Yo, the show ain't that bad.
that's not what... We're tricking ourselves. Now, Velma is a character originally from the series Scooby-Doo. That's just in case you don't know. And gang, I'm a Scooby-Doo baby. I remember the first Scooby-Doo show I ever watched. It was Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? When it came on Cartoon Network. Hell, I remember missing school and watching a pup named Scooby-Doo. I even remember when What's New Scooby-Doo came out. And while we on the topic of What's New Scooby-Doo, hands down, the best Scooby-Doo theme song ever to exist. You can argue with your mama.
Mystery. Hey, again, because of Scooby-Doo, I got into the Hex Girls. Well, because of that, I got into goth chicks, but that's a whole nother hole to get into. I mean, look the fuck I'm wearing. And by the way, yes, I got this from Hot Topic, The Batman Who Laughs, and Ozzy Osbourne. So,
on top. But like most Scooby-Doo fans have enjoyed most of their series and most of their movies, I was one of them going into this series. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I expected so much more from the series.
Same.
It had so much promise. Velma as a series is probably the worst spin-off to any series in television history. And
not really. I mean, I don't remember much, but remember they made another live action Scooby-Doo, and they made and Daphne and Velma live action spin-off series actually on that one. And it's several when I can think about it, that's pretty blah. I mean, oh yeah, no. Well, Planet Sheen was pretty horrible. It was pretty horrible, and it's like it was no point. But I digress.
That's including that Shaolin Showdown remake that came on Disney XD, and everybody said that was bad. But
Hey, to me personally, that wasn't that bad. It was just pointless. Because it was pointless, literally. So we already settled with the regular Shaolin Showdown. Why make a reboot, remake, or whatever you want to call that? I was basically done, you know.
Be honest with you, gang. It was nowhere near as bad as this. Hell, even Be Cool Scooby-Doo, which a lot of fans didn't like the series. I mean, they look like cartoon drug addicts. This show was fucking hideous. I felt like I was watching the marvelous misadventures of Flapjack. That's not fucking Scooby-Doo. That's just Doobie.
Relax, dude. Take it easy, man.
And
Okay, Flapjack was an acid trip, but it wasn't that bad.
fans enjoyed this far more than what we've gotten from Velma. Now, Velma was supposed to be something new, edgier, darker, adult, completely different from the original Hanna-Barbera IP. Something more serious and adult. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I was looking forward to it. My mind and my imagination ran wild. Velma, adult, this sounded like it was shaping up to be...
Ooh. Aaron, you have to show this version of Velma. Yeah. Before I continue, I nearly jumped out of my seat when I saw this version of Velma. This version of Velma. The same thing when all of us saw Halle Berry's version of Catwoman. The movie might be bad, but Halle Berry in a Catwoman garb dominatrix. I mean, I was if I, if I at that time, if I didn't confirm that I was a freak then, I was a freak, freak back then. I know now. So,
everything I could have hoped for. No. And what we got was nowhere near that. I fucking hate this show. I hate this show so much, in fact, that every show that I hated before this, in the past, I no longer hate those shows. What I do...
okay, I give him that.
I just hate aspects of those shows. This show, however, I hate everything about it. I mean, there is not one single minute thing about this series I, in fact, like. Now, look, before I continue to keep dragging the show, before we continue to talk about the bad, let's talk about the good. My mama told me if you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. And look, me being the individual I am, I do got something nice to say, because I can find the good in anything. The show in itself looks good. Now, am I talking about the characters? No, I'm not. But we're only talking about the positives here. Now, no matter how terrible the show is, and no matter how many ungodly attempts they do to make some jokes, some of them do, in fact, get a laugh out of you.
I think it has something to do with drugs, which I hate.
I'm not laughing. No.
Statistically speaking, if I shoot enough basketballs at a goal, enough time,
Here's the thing. The art design, fine, great. It's how the precision of their own characters. It's fine to give them personality. That is totally fine. But if they suck, they suck. If you, I'm gonna let him. I'll let
should at
homeboy
least make
continue.
one. And that's the humor here. As much terrible as it do say, some of it hit, and it's kind of funny. See? It sounds like Stockholm Syndrome, don't it? As you can see, I'm struggling to find the good. The show had a great concept and a great hook. The idea. The
Great cast too.
new edgier show with darker tones. Great concept. But terrible execution. Now, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. I don't hate the show because of the race swap, honestly, or the sexuality. You can hate the show and not be racist or homophobic. If something is bad, it's just bad. Let's call it what it is. This
Come on.
is the most marketable way to make this show. Whereas a more adult-focused Velma show does sound amazing, you gotta think about it from an executive point, right? If I was an exec, I would need something more to grab an audience. And they leaned into this idea because
It's provocative. Gets the people going.
and look, your boy, I'm all for representation. Steven Universe, it was gas. This is ass. I can only speak for myself. I've never actively pursued seeing more black characters. And I think that was from the perspective or the standpoint of
Here's the thing. I actually did like Daphne's design on this one. It's, how can I put it? More her style, in a way. It's the attitude, though. I've seen clip again. I have not seen the show. I have not seen the entire episode, but I have seen clips. It's that damn attitude. I don't like people who yell at me.
like, if I like the show, I liked it regardless of what the characters look like. Cartoons and movies are a fantasy world, gang, where we get to see other people's imagination drawn out. And to me, all I can speak for, it wasn't something that made or broke the show for me. Now, when I did first see a character of color, it was a plus for me. I was like, yo, this is lit as hell. But it
We all can agree in Operation Overdrive, Will was fucking number 2. He was like, he took the lead when Mac was not there. But again, it's not about Operation Overdrive. It's about Velma.
If it wasn't there, it didn't push me away from the show. I hope that makes sense. This time, it felt gimmicky, unauthentic, just like the rest of the show. The show follows Velma as she tries to solve the mystery of her missing mother and a murderer who's going around killing all the pretty girls. I ain't gonna lie to you, the show sounds like it was literally written by someone who was either bullied or picked on or hate pretty people.
She's so fine, she done pissing me off. How are you that fine?
Granted,
Who gets pissed off at someone being pretty? If you see, if a guy, a guy who likes women, get pissed off by a woman that looks pretty, you have something issues, man. That sound like, I don't know, some teenage girl BS. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. I hate her. It makes no sense.
that's the point. But even though that's the point, it's bad. Now, while she's out trying to solve the mystery of her missing mother and whoever the hell is killing all the pretty people, she goes through a manic cycle where she begins to see stuff that's not there. And this is caused because of her guilt, because she feels like she's the reason her mom disappeared. When this happens, she has a panic attack, and she's literally been killed in the show. We 6 episodes in, and the bitch done died twice. Keep her dead and end the fucking show.
We interrupt this program for an important news announcement.
Like, I hate it. The show is race swapped everyone but Fred. And let me tell you, I didn't want this. I don't think anyone did, bro. Velma as a character is a utter bitch who lives in delusion.
White girl with too much money. You don't know me. Enjoy your slow descent into organic farming, losers.
Damn. Judgmental as hell and fucking selfish.
And I don't remember Velma being judgmental or selfish. Cheeky at the most, clever at the way most. But her being rude, shrewd, and crude and running her mouth like she knows everything, that's not Velma.
Plus, she's super down bad. She talks about everybody else, but look who's down horrendous.
Yes, for me.
Shut the fuck up. After her and Daphne kissed, Shorty couldn't keep suing her side. I'm talking about Daphne. Maybe we could be friends with benefits, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting moist right now. Come on, Daphne. Velma, let's keep it as friends. We just got back cool. Daphne, just tongue me down. Let's get it on. I can solve this mystery. My panic attack is getting me. That is essentially what she was doing. I gotta keep spinning the block because I can already see y'all in the comments. But it was meant to be real like this. It's meant to be relatable. Blah, 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 blah. Dog, it was fucking shit. She's terrible. Granted, her dad is terrible. Her life is bad. However,
Here's the thing. I actually know people like that. And I literally have to end up telling them to shut the F up. I appreciate your opinion, but you start talking to me like I'm a fucking child, my foot will go up your... and you will be a Muppet, and you will walk around on these streets with 3 shoes, 2 on your feet and 1 in your ass. Am I clear?
all this shit that happens to Velma, and as much as you want to give her leeway and the benefit of the doubt, as a character, you can't because she's a trash human being. Throw her on the anime bitch board with Amber and the rest of them.
She, not Velma, this bitch should be number 1 most hated. Because if you outbeat Rachel from the Tower of God, the most hated anime woman character on Earth, which she clearly deserves, which I like. In the first episode, that part of her line about Nafumi is so relatable because it happens in real life. And fuck Envy.
I hate it. She's terrible. And in this show, Daphne's Asian with red hair. And I'm not going to go into it. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to explain the reasons or unpack what happened there or why it's so terrible. But it's fucking bad. It's bad. Oh,
Oh, wait. She's Asian with red hair. Okay. That part I don't mind. It's the point that they... I don't care that they race swap. If their personality is shit and does not fit the narrative towards the story, it makes no sense. If you're gonna make him... If you're gonna make it relatable, make it relatable. If you want to race swap with the characters, that's fine. It just, what's the point if you don't make it relatable? If you do it just to push a narrative, the story makes no sense.
Yeah, Fred. Man, Fred is an L for real. I don't even, man. Fred.
Then again, that's not the worst Fred. To be honest, that's not the worst Fred. The worst Fred, I still have to give it to Mystery Incorporated because that dude was on some weird shit. Obsessed with traps and can't forget what he did to another person. I'm like, dude, seriously, what the fuck? The point that you got first and get burned by Daphne on stage.
It is a fucking L. Oh, and then there's Shaggy. And there's Shaggy. Look what they did to my boy. Oh, come on. If you gonna make him black, at least make him cool. He a bitch.
I'm out of here, and I might be late for dinner. Don't pour my milk.
Let's get him the fuck out of here, bro. The entire show, he's fumbling and dumping all over Velma about how he want to be with her. He trying everything in his power to get Velma. He down bad over Velma. Talking about what I gotta do to get her to like me. I'ma sell my kidney, and then she'll realize I'll do anything for her, and she'll then love me. Give me some of that boom boom room. Bro, it's down horrendous. And then once he got a girl, he was still a bitch. The show is ass. And the show is going in this weird direction where it begins to build out and flush out the world.
Again, it's not as that weird due to the fact that you literally had in Mystery Incorporated, I'm keep bringing this up. At least I watched it, okay? I don't like repeating this. At least, no, that, because to me, I still think that part is still pretty bad when Scoob confronted Shaggy and Velma, bluntly said to both of them, Shaggy, are you cheating on me? With Velma. I'm like, what the fuck is this show? Again, I have not watched Velma. I'm not planning to watch it. If it gets gaslighted for a season 2, which I highly doubt, I will watch it. Okay. If Velma... No, wrong heart. If Velma gets a season 2, I will watch season 1. And I'm taking you guys with me!
And the more and more they try, the more I hate it. The 98% of the humor from this show is a miss. And as the show continues, it creates an interesting story, but puts it together like... You find out about a special operation that was centered around switching brains into different bodies. Ooh! Speaking of that, let's talk about how the show introduced Scooby. It's an acronym for a specials operation of them switching fucking brains. What? He's not even a fucking dog. Bro, I wouldn't be surprised the way the show keeps going if it goes down a route and somehow they end up putting somebody's head in a dog's body and they call it Scooby-Doo. Or we find out it's Shaggy's mom or his dad the whole time who did the killing. And yes, I'm calling him Shaggy. I know his name is Norville, but I don't give a fuck. I personally think they could have just created an entirely new set of characters in the Scooby-Doo universe. And it would have been fine, bro. Hell, if they wanted to take a darker tone, they could have literally just brought back Mystery Incorporated.
No!
I feel a show like that, if it was completely unrestricted, it could have literally made for a more compelling and overall...
Okay, if you take the darker tone from Mr. Incorporated, then I will agree. If we had that Velma with this that Velma, that version of Daphne, with this version of Fred, if I'm guessing, and this version of Shaggy, and would have worked if give Shaggy a more of his regular personality.
Series, and people would have been more attached to it. Hell, people are making videos. The only reason why this show is doing as well is because people are hate watching it. And look, I get it. The show is meant to poke fun at everything and show the hypocritical nature of the world we live in.
Yeah.
To remove the veil that we know as reality and poke fun at the impartialness of everything. But it's terrible. The show is shit. Now look, there's of course all the Easter eggs, and they try to play homage to Scooby-Doo, but it's not good enough. And the thing I noticed about the show, it's so bad, in fact. As you're watching it, you're trying to find the good in it. You're trying to say something along the lines of, hey, it can't get worse. Yeah. How every episode after the first just seems so much better. But they're not. They're all terrible, and we're lying to ourselves to make it feel better. This show literally feels like they got together all the things that make a show pop in today's society, but they put it together in a horrible way. Hell, the show might turn 180 degrees, but I have to call it like I see it, bro. The show fails to deliver on everything everyone hoped for. There's so many routes they could have taken to make it good, and they chose not to. And those 1 or 2 laughs that pop up, it don't make the show no better.
Yep.
The overall show is shit. And you can ask some folks, they do in fact like the show. I feel like there is an audience out there. This show is bad. And I think the majority of us who are watching it or have seen the past episodes are experiencing a coping mechanism of why it's so bad. I personally feel HBO made the first episode so bad, in fact, that people would talk about it, get people gears going. People would come in, go see it in the hopes that the writing would develop, lock fans in so they continue watching it. The show feels like a random idea generator. Sad part, this bitch got renewed for season 2.
Ah! Fuck! Damn it! Now I have to watch it! Ah, fuck! I didn't know that! Ah, damn it! Damn it, Aaron! Damn it! Fuck.
How do you do that? Let me go watch Mystery Incorporated.
Damn. Well, guys, I will be watching Velma, which I don't want to. I will probably watch it on my off days. I not looking forward to it. Damn, I didn't know he got renewed for a season 2. Damn. That being said, if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and like, comment, and subscribe to Aaron on Anime. Homie is funny. Homie's cool. I love his breakdowns and his analysis on this stuff. Until next time, I'm gonna drink some alcohol, and peace out. Kakui.